Hey guys, how's everyone doing today? My name is Abdul Badawi, and today we'll be delving into the topic of video games and intelligence, cognition, problem solving abilities, and more. When going to this controversial and very interesting topic, it is important to consider and ask yourself some questions. Like, what are the positive and negative effects of video games? Do video games really make you smarter? Do they make you a better problem solver? And how do they affect children versus adults? These are some of the questions that we'll be answering today, so let's jump right into it. As the wave of gaming takes over worldwide, there's a huge controversial debate on how these video games affect a person's brain at different stages of their life and brain development. As we all know, overdoing anything is bad, and this is also the case with gaming. In moderation, video games can be a great way for a person to improve cognitive abilities, increase intelligence, and boost memory. A recent study showed that people who spent a little more time playing video games than others showed an increase of 2.5 IQ points on average, which is really good. We have also seen multiple studies that demonstrate how video games can enhance and boost memory, also increasing problem solving abilities. But does that mean that we should really just play video games all day, all night? Looking at anything from one angle could make it seem like it's all sunshine and rainbows, right? But there are two sides to every story. After an extensive and long period of playing video games, gamers can start to forget about proper dieting, staying hydrated, and getting enough sleep. The crazy amount of dopamine that is released when a game is played is what makes a player completely forget about everything else, and also what makes it very addictive. Another negative effect of video games is a gaming disorder known as preoccupation. People who suffer from this find that their brains are always preoccupied with thoughts of the game, which makes it very difficult for them to focus on other tasks and getting them done. Video games and children. This is a very controversial topic that probably will be forever, right? Although there are always negative notions conceived when this topic is brought up, there's a lot of research recently that is showing that video games for children in moderation can actually be good. Like, for example, the study done by NIDA showed that children that played 21 hours a week or around 3 hours a day showed signs of being faster and more accurate on cognitive tasks than other children who have never played. While gaming 3 hours a day can be okay for children, I think there's a little bit much for the average adult just because of the responsibilities that they must start to carry on. Here's where the issue comes up. Some adults are so addicted to the surge of dopamine that they get from these games that it becomes a drug to them. And they start to neglect themselves, their families, and their responsibilities, which can destroy lives, as we've seen before. I think it is very important for all gamers to take a step back and reevaluate how gaming is affecting their daily life and whether they're gaining the positive or the negative effects of video games. Thank you all very much for listening. And of course, I'd love to hear all your thoughts and opinions. So, here's some questions for you just to think about. Do you game, and how do you feel it has affected you? Will you be taking a step back and reevaluating where gaming is taking you? And what kind of changes will you be implementing after learning what you have learned today? Thank you all very much and have a great day.